That's right. Hands up, Oscar Sauce, the boggy man. Just thinking that you can sneak out of our toilets and go ahead and cause this kind of chaos, do you? Do you? Okay, all right. So the boggy men have been targeting our museum, but I really, well, for one thing, hope they're washing their hands climbing out of the toilets like that. Ugh. And for another thing, we have gone ahead and we have added more security. So now we've got, very creepily, unfortunately, some security cameras facing the bathrooms. And also, there's no staff working the camera room, so this bathroom... What? Okay, I really hope, are we about to get a staff member into this camera booth? Because Detective Jean, maybe? Pixel Expert Pixel Swirl, maybe? Where are you? Oh wait, you're over here? Okay, no, you can stay there, oh dear, where are we? Okay, I ended up picking up the entire camera room. That was not what I planned on doing. I don't even know where I just threw my security officer. Is that you? Okay, Pixel Expert Pixel Swirl. There you go. I'm gonna just have you go ahead and stay here. Wow, I wonder if it's helpful just to dedicate some of our security officials to a specific zone so that they don't feel like running off. Also, Seashell Guide Secret Kismet! Congratulations on being able to go ahead and level up, because that is going to allow you to hopefully pass out even more maps, which must be an exhausting job when it's our museum, aquarium, garden, haunted chocolatiers, mansion, the haunted greenhouse. It would be exhausting to be somebody trying to sell maps for anything I'm responsible for. Oh dear. All right, but hello everyone and welcome back to, as I just said, the Two Pebble Aquarium Museum Haunted Mansion, Haunted Greenhouse, Ancient Ruins, Scientific Expedition, Fish Conservancy Crew. Wow. You can't even really make an acronym for that doesn't sound like you just sneezed. And I just noticed our plants are dead. Oh. My gosh. Okay. Our plants are dead. We have like nothing stocked in this gift shop. This gift shop looks absolutely terrifying, and we're still working on activating all 3 buzz bonuses on our Wetlantian ruins. Okay, where to even start while also making sure that we don't lose the patience of our extremely fussy new famous ghost, Margaret Fitzpocket, who is actually running out of patience. Where are my... Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, where's my staff dedicated to taking care of the ghost? Because I think Haunted Manor Air, Canis Abel, you actually need to go ahead and come on over. Could you please pacify this ghost and restore her spirit, because she's really starting to lose it. I know you need to go ahead and get a little bit more pay. It's probably a lot of work to be the personal assistant to a ghost artist. That does sound like it would be kind of exhausting. Also, our Roderick bust has been returned of that famous actor. Let's actually add a security sticker to maybe deter criminal activity. So hopefully we'll be able to keep this bust about. And it also wants to have more decoration. Fine. Might as well make use of what we've got. Let's see, maybe a large rug under it would be good. Just to kind of like accentuate. Probably one of those fancy rugs. I totally forgot about our new things, like the adorable little, well, it's not really adorable, to be honest. The thumbs up duck kind of scares me. I'm gonna be honest, it does kind of give me a bit of a spook. It does seem like maybe something you could possibly see in a famous haunted mansion, but still. We'll put the little rug, maybe not that one. Oh my word. This is not what I thought we would be doing. But when is it ever? When is it ever? But yes, so welcome back to the Chaos Friends, where I thought we were going to need to do more work to prevent the Boggymen from invading, but it seems like even though our museum was targeted, we were able to withstand their invasion, which makes me very happy. Let's see, we're gonna move the bust up a little bit. There we go. And then while we're here, we might as well tend to some of the things that we can do. Like, I was thinking of putting, like a plant behind, like a potted plant, or the ancient tree is kind of cool. It's a prehistory piece. Can I put I can put the vines over the windows? Oh wait, we could do, I think, the boarded up windows, but I don't want to make things too dark in there. I guess, okay, yeah, you can't really change the color of the actual boards. The boarded doors, they're spooky portraits I completely didn't know that I could put in. That's really fun. Can I really put them over the windows? Wow, there's floating books, the lodge lodging, like piles of old trunks. Okay, that's actually pretty fun. I really like that idea. Yes, and that's actually what I want to do is upgrade the camera booths. Got distracted once again, just getting kind of excited about all of the different things that we could potentially add in. Like an abandoned mirror seems like a really fitting thing to have next to a bust of an actor, doesn't it? Just kind of being a little bit of a reflection of what happens when fame does pass you by and time goes on. I actually really love the idea of having like a abandoned mirror tucked over here behind this actor, and abandoned candle, abandoned chair, dining table, coat stand, maybe a coat stand in the back corner as a way to kind of like reflect the spookiness. And maybe we'll move the camera over there. There we go. See what I mean? Getting completely distracted once more, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it. Oh, wow. Because it's so fun just to be able to decorate these corners. And like I said, kind of accentuate the fact that like fame is fleeting, sort of, unless you end up being a supernatural ghost that gets to stick around for ages and ages and seems to be clinging on to whatever fame you had in the past. Let's see. What do we want to do? Purple for the spooky portrait? That is kind of fun. Or do we want to just make it like dark gray, sort of sticking in the background? Does that even change? Okay, that's kind of fun. Oh, good. So hiding the spooky portrait back there. The trolley does seem like another abandoned piece. What else could we sneak in? The abandoned sofa does give the place kind of a cozy vibe, but I want people to have somewhere to sit. Abandoned chair, maybe stacked in the corner. There we go. And now the buzz has increased on that statue while also keeping the kind of creepy paranormal flow that we want going. How's our celebrity ghost? Losing her patience once again. I really need to have, let's see, can I call a paranormal expert over here pretty quickly? Call expert with supernatural. Yes, I'm gonna call somebody to come and pacify that ghost. Now I'm learning how to specify which ghost needs to be calmed down. Also, we have almost $1 million. Excuse me, and we're at level 41 museum level. What? Is that what happens when you give your guests enough bathrooms? Because I think that may be what happens when... Oh, and now we have a new tiger shark baby! Yes, in the shark den! Oh, look at the family. They have a new tiger cub shark. All right. Well, since all of that has been tended to, and we've managed to go ahead and get a couple new tiger sharks, we're going to go and release these babies into the wild so that they can contribute to some wonderful genetic health. And where are we? Okay, average guess. The guest knowledge has gone down. Somehow we now have guests who know a little bit less about life. Well, that is indeed at times how the cookie crumbleth, and I suppose that means we're going to need to do quite a bit more to educate our guest, like, for instance, possibly having tours going on in our haunted greenhouse. So I suppose we'll work on that for just a minute. And then how would a tour to this aquarium do? Pristine, perfect decoration, perfect cohesion. We'll start this tour stand And we'll have marine life experts guide this. Museum Muse Maru. Do I have you possibly given a certain zone? Museum Muse Maru. You're going to be in the haunted greenhouse, and you'll be assigned to tours and restoration for once we get prehistory things in. We actually do need to have a prehistory tour that we can guide as well. So, okay, we need a prehistory tour because we need to have at least a tour containing 2 prehistory exhibits with a rating of over 3.0. And is that a creative curiosity? It is. Yay, Jungle Agent Annie, you're feeling better. All right. Well, I was actually prepared to have to deal with a lot of bogeymen, but it seems that that situation has resolved itself, other than the fact that I do want to go ahead and add a lot more of our perks to our camera booth, like the wide watch perk, so that we can see further with our current cameras. And I also want to have the high alert increases cameras' effectiveness at detecting disguised criminals. I think the wide watch is probably our best for being able to really maximize what our cameras could offer. And let's see. Since we're having a security inspection, I also thought it would be worth it to make sure all of our security rooms right now are as good as they can be, like nicely decorated, unlike this one. Okay, so this is going to be the Haunted Manor security room. There we go. And then Haunted Manor Guard, Thenier Dragon. We're going to make sure that you have got more to camera room number 2 for watching TV relatively easy. It's relatively easy, but watching lots of TVs at once is only somewhat easy. We're gonna have you get that, and I'm going to go ahead and make your camera room nicer so that you can actually keep track of everything while you're in here and have some security donuts. I feel like if we give people some snacks, that's important. That's important to keep like staff morale up, security fuel. I wonder if the security fuel allows them to stay in the security room longer because they're not going, oh, I just got it. If you have enough food and drink and rest areas, like benches established around the entire facility, then your staff probably don't need to go to the staff rooms as often, do they? Siri, dear, it took you this long to grasp that concept? Siri. Seriously, Siri? Yes, seriously. I don't know why it took me this long to go like, oh, wait a second. I bet if you have enough benches placed down all over the place so that your security officers don't need to like leave to go to get just a snack so they're not dying of hunger. Oh. Well then, guess who's about to get a bunch of benches and like watering fountains all over the place. Maybe watering cans if that's gonna help out our greenhouses too, or like our greenhouse guards too. Let's see, and we'll get the security sign there. Move our coffee over here. And then now there's an exhibit collector coming for space things. Look, it's not my fault if like you've not done any cursory research to see what our offices can actually offer. Because if you're coming here to go ahead and try to get space things right now, it's not my fault if you're going to be in for like the surprise of your life, apparently. Also, let's get more of our security cameras down. Ooh, Glacial Ecologist Ren is ready to go ahead and train up a little bit more. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's see, security lights. No news is good news sometimes. I want to try out the security periscope again because it's been a long time since we've had that out and it seems very interesting to say the least. Let's see. How about right here? Okay. It blocked? Okay. We'll have to see. Maybe we can't have that, but can I decorate this somehow? I like the train station, like the little model like security train station bit. I feel like that could be super useful. Oh my gosh, and it's a pepper grinder. It's a pepper grinder case. Okay, that's pretty adorable as well, to make sure that you're ready to go with your backup pepper grinders in case you need to go and tackle some of the criminals and their criminal activity that we might have. Can I sneak in a couple windows? Because I wouldn't mind having a couple windows for our poor security officer. Because that makes me feel a lot better. Because you're only allowed to decorate so many things after all. And then a new light? Maybe. I want to see what other decorations I can sneak in here. Can I get a plant? That's very important. I feel like for morale purposes, everyone deserves a wonderful plant. Okay, I can sneak a plant over here. And also maybe you feel like you're kind of hiding in the thickets if you've got a whole bunch of these plants just stacked around you for the security office. See, like, doesn't that make you feel like you're the security officer hiding in the hedges, keeping a very sneaky eye? Because you could just say, no, this is a greenhouse, if people come in and try to figure out like what's going on. What about right there? Okay. And I think, can I get there? Okay, so now we've got the little marketing room, or excuse me, the security room up to full decoration, and hopefully that will give it a sense of a full efficiency, especially since we're probably going to need to add also, okay, nope. Where's my supernatural expert who was supposed to calm our ghost down? Where are you? Haunted Manor, Canis Abel. Why are you not over here pacifying the spirit? Do you need can you not figure out where the Haunted Manor is? Oh my gosh, I haven't actually. That's why. Oh, because we expanded the greenhouse. It's not your fault, Canis Abel. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Thank you for tending to the ghost. We'll have to see what kind of weird things she does with the ectoplasm in a little bit. For now, maybe we could just have somebody clean it up, though. All of these things in good time, after all. Whoops, and I did not mean to change the interior over there, but that's fine. Let's see, maybe we can go ahead and change the walls for the interior. There! Well, at least something's happening for our decorating abilities. I think we want to do the blue walls. There we go. And then can we come inside my security room, please? There. All right. Not exactly where I thought we'd be spending our day, but I have to say, at least I feel at least somewhat accomplished at the moment, so that's pretty good. Let's see, brown diamonds. We also have factory gray. No. There's a gravel floor. Gray lattice. What would be lattice teal? Okay, that actually seems like something that we could expect in this hoity-toity spot. I do love the marble squares though. Oh man. All right. We're gonna go with the mottled blue. Can't help it. Don't even know exactly what that means, but it's just lovely looking. All right, let's see. If we have mottled blue there, what about... So our security office should hopefully be able to keep a better eye on things so we don't have our big fancy ruins stolen from us anymore. That was becoming more than a mildly problematic issue. I'll be honest about that. I'll be honest. Textbook slate seems to be good in there. There we go. And I have no idea why an exhibit collector was even attempting to do anything. Yes, collector declines. There's no space things. Oh, you stay away from the actual space thing, which is my ancient altar. Stay away from that. I haven't figured out how that works yet, and we're going to soon. All right, now that that has been tended to, and hopefully I have my expert with supernatural... Canis Abel, the heir to our... There you are. All right, on their way to spirit restoration. That makes me feel a lot better. And we also need somebody collecting these donations. Do we need 2 security guards? Just look at the crowd lined up just to get some more chocolate. Are they looking for the golden ticket? Oh my gosh. Dang it. I have to try now. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll find one of our stray security officers who might be available, like Underwater Officer Little Elf. We're going to have you come up, and I'm going to assign you to the haunted manor for now, so that you can go ahead and trust me, you're going to gain so much experience from just manning the crowds for the golden ticket and manning the crowds for these donation stands. Also, I hope our expert in the supernatural was taking care of our ghost. I think so. Yes, Underwater Officer Little Elf, standing by. You're on donation collection now. Didn't realize you weren't on donation collection. Now you are. That would have been problematic and we still would have been drowning under gold doubloons, but there we go. All right, so guest knowledge does need to go up and we're going to need to work on that, but maybe we can at least wrap up today by seeing okay, we're gonna need possibly a backup security officer for the haunted manor who can also just take over the cameras on occasion. Our dead blooming buffoon, I think it has now become mulch. I have never lost a plant like that before. So I feel I'm having some emotions about that, but we just need to acknowledge the truth of the matter. And now we have our palm tree, our pristine palm tree that was collected from the topless mountain last time. Let's make sure that it has the temperature requirements it needs, but it too, as we carry on even more, is going to help us when it comes to and where's our Mr. Humidifier, please? Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. It is going to help us with educating our guest and creating the haunted greenhouse I'm dreaming of. Also, it wants to be next to a vine column. I have no problem with that. That sounds awesome. That actually sounds really awesome, just to have a few vine columns over here. We'll try to hide and organize what we can with like all of the heaters and everything else in a little bit. But let's see. Where are there's our info stands. I wonder if I should have a narrower info stand at some point. Okay, so let's move this over here for now. We'll put down a couple of these so maybe guests can like learn a little bit about the plants like so. Maybe we'll move this one over for just a minute. And why are people still have to go to the bathroom even though they have come to the temple of the golden toilets? And I just feel really badly for them because they're going to be quite busy. All right, and almost got you in there, I think. Okay, we'll make that look nicer in just a little bit. And if we need people to have more knowledge, let's send one of our botanists out to collect more of those palm trees. Let's see, Botanist Marsh Midge, you may end up with a mono beast nest that you need to work with, but I think that will really help, and we do have some of the survey scanners, so off you go, my friend. And then, speaking of survey scanners and everything else, and mono beast nest, okay, good. I was a little worried I left somebody with like one of those possessed mono beast eyebrows just wandering about, but it seems we're okay. And the Nyan wood for the Nibbledon skeleton is actually something that we have been meaning to go and try to get for ages. We have emergency botanist James and lost archaeologist Jean. Even though it's wet season and could make this trip last longer, I gotta be honest, that sounds like a place I would be sending our botanists, just being a little distracted with everything. And finally, let us double check. Okay, I need to update this security room to make it look nicer too. But I want to see if we can go ahead. Let's do the high alert. And I didn't know that we could actually upgrade the camera booths. We'll get the camera booths that we have available for updates updated. And oh, it turns out that both of the that all of the camera rooms that we have, I have not fully decorated. And I'll work on that too. All right, I think we have 1, 2, 3 camera rooms now. And then is this booth? Okay, this booth can actually be updated, and we can go ahead and add the high alert to it too. We might need to find a place we can get more of the security pieces from. And I think we can actually get more security perks from our lion head fish. I'm pretty sure that can happen. So let's actually get the genes analyzed on this lion head fish, and then of course release it humanely. Absolutely. Of course, that's what we're doing. And I'm gonna tidy up. Can I have more than one person in the camera room? Not yet. But then I'm going to maybe tidy up the security rooms and make sure that they are well decorated. And we will have completed at least one thing we set out to do. Gosh darn it. Even if we're apparently security camera steps forward, our dead poor plants taken care of. Oh dear. All right. And you know what? At least we can do some of the things with mulch now. Yay. Like the judgment clouder, I guess. And the scent situator. And the plant camouflage, actually. Always good to have a few of those kind of handy in the back pocket, isn't it? Isn't it? And we'll go ahead and get a judgment clouder built, just because we only have one scientist and they need something to do. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this constant, consistent chaos. We are finally remembering, oh yeah, it's really useful to have the upgrades on the important things that you need, like making sure your security is up and going so you don't have to pay $50,000 to get some giant stone feet returned to you. We are somehow, and I hesitate to say this too loudly in case luck comes knocking and says you're out of it, you're out of luck, but we are somehow earning money. And somehow figuring out the tricks of the trade to go ahead and make sure that our staff are going to be a little happier, and that we might, just might, new tiger shark. That is pretty epic. I wonder what happens if, oh my gosh, there's 2 tiger sharks. Baby tiger sharks! Oh, we'll analyze the DNA of the epic one and release the pristine one. And we'll have to, oh, the knowledge is wiggling around. And the camera booth has just been upgraded to camera booth level 2. And we now have a new perk being added over here too. And we'll have to see what our adventures have waiting for us next time. So I'll see you guys then. Stay curious, everyone. Very curious, because you really don't know what may happen next.